Jill is the mother of that baby. She convinced me when I was about to turn the baby over to the welfare authorities. And look, I'm not an easy sell when it comes to the care of babies who are suffering from malnutrition.
Well, how did you get involved with taking care of the baby in the first place?
Well, she asked for me by name when she first called the hospital.
Well, how'd you find out your name?
Well, she could have gotten your name from Allison.
She told me she got my name from a passenger on the bus that brought her here.
Don't you have any proof that she's the baby's mother?
No, I haven't, Connie. But look, I really put her through the ringer. She's not pretending. She related to the baby as only one person in the world could relate to it. Its mother.
Well, she's pretty convincing when she talks about Allison, isn't she?
Connie, listen, will you just forget her? Forget Jill Smith, or whatever her real name happens to be.
Look, Mike, don't you think that you might be trying to defend your original decision?
Well, I've made mistakes before. I've always admitted them.
No. What I mean is that you deal with scientific things every day, and you demand the most intense kind of proof. You take Rita, for example.
What about her?
I mean, you called a specialist in to examine her, didn't you?
Yes.
I mean, you didn't wait to make a decision on your own emotions.
Oh.
You waited for scientific confirmation.
He's right, Mike.
No, wait a minute. He's not right. I mean, when you're talking about Rita, you're talking about a material thing. A damaged heart valve. All right. I mean, that's something you can feel. You can literally feel. But when you're talking about Jill, you're talking about an intangible. Maternal emotion. Now, come on, that isn't something you can measure, or you can chart, or graph it, or put in a test tube and shake it up and examine it. Maternal emotion cannot be faked. I saw it, I know. Come on now, we're just dealing with a bright, young, pretty girl who is hopelessly mixed up. I know I can't prove that either, any more than she can prove that she has Allison's baby.
I was just hoping for something more solid, more definite, that's all. Come on, Connie.
Hi, would you like some coffee?
Black.
All right.
And a couple of those chocolate candy bars. Great night, isn't it? I said great night. Yeah. Thanks. Miss, any truckers pulling about this time?
Not on a Wednesday, no.
How about the bus?
It just left.
Well, when's the next one?
About midnight.
Thanks. Mister? Is that your convertible out front?
Mm-hmm.
I was wondering, you wouldn't be driving down the turnpike, would you?
Could be.
North or south?
South.
Man, that's a break.
Is it?
Well, I only got a little stretch left. Check, please. Thanks a lot.
You better down that if you want to ride.
You putting me on?
Where you headed?
Well, how far are you going?
About 60 miles.
Crazy. What do I owe you?
Take it out of mine.
Oh, thanks. Just the same.
35 cents.
Right.
Out of one. Thank you.
Keep it. How funny. I didn't figure you for a lift.
Not going down. I like it cold and quiet.
It's time to button up.
Hey, mister.
Thanks.
Yeah, my little Kelly. Do you like your bottle, hmm?
Well, do you ever ask who it is before you just throw open the door?
No. Where's your bag?
It's in my car.
Oh, a social visit.
Yeah.
Can I take your coat?
No, thanks. Well, how's your baby?
Kelly's fine. She's eating well, sleeping, alert, happy, and...
The Carsons are friends of mine.
You have nice friends.
And you hurt them.
How?
By telling them that ridiculous story of yours about their daughter. Now, you probably didn't know how guilty they felt about her disappearance. How desperately they missed her. And then you had to tell them that incredibly disastrous story.
It's not a story.
This is your baby, isn't it?
No.
So listen to me. When I first met you, I almost gave your baby away to the welfare people. Because you couldn't convince me that you were the baby's mother. Because I couldn't believe that you would let it become so ill. And then you convinced me.
I would have said anything to keep Kelly with me.
Why?
Because I knew it was Allison's baby, and I felt responsible to see that the Carsons had their daughter's baby. Not the county welfare department.
All right, listen to me, Joe. Before I came over here, I went to visit a patient of mine, a young girl, about your age. She's recovering from heart surgery. And during the recovery, she had a miscarriage.
I know the value of human life, Doctor. You don't have to tell me.
Look, I'm not telling you. I'm just saying that she wanted that baby so much that she would rather give up her life than lose it.
What's wrong with you? Why are you trying to frighten me or shame me into admitting something that you already think is the truth?
Jill, that girl's life will never be the same now that she doesn't have that baby. She's not as lucky as you are. And you do know how lucky you are, don't you?
I told you. I'm not the baby's mother.
How can you continue lying like this, knowing how you're tormenting the Carsons? Why did you come to Peyton Place? Why did you make up this ridiculously sick story? Admit it. Admit that that's your baby. Who's there?
What a wild pad. View, fireplace.
Joey.
You get a new needle for that stereo and you got it made. I was gonna write first, but I remember how you go through the roof about my spelling, grammar, and all that jazz.
What are you doing here?
Well, like I said, I was gonna put on a few sides, but the needle's about shot on that changer.
I asked you a question.
Same old Mike. You ask a straight question, gotta get a straight answer. Well, I don't know exactly what I'm doing here. I guess I just missed you. Big brother.